Speedway Grand Prix World Championship leader Greg Hancock is facing a race against time to be fit for round 10. The American has undergone surgery on his broken hand. He'll be hoping to defend a 14-point advantage, though, over Britain's Ty Woofenden in Norway next Saturday night. A massive meeting is live on British Eurosport 2 HD next Saturday from 5:45 in the evening. This is the home of bikes. Where else would you be able to catch action from the Eastern Airways Sidecar British Championship? That's next up here at Donington Park. We are in the company of James Whittam and Barry Nolly.
So, the Eastern Airways British Sidecar Championship then. This is the second race of the weekend for these guys as they head off on their warm-up lap. And I'm glad to say that I can hand you over to our regular correspondent, Mr. Barry Nutley, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you, Jack. Good to be here on such a glorious day here at Donington Park. By golly, I've watched some sidecars around here over the years, and I think this race is going to be no exception. It's an 8-lap sprint race, so not very far to go, boys and girls, in this race, so they're going to be absolutely flat out. At the front, on pole position, Ben and Tom Birchall, because they line up for this race as they finished the afternoon race we had yesterday. Ben and Tom Birchall won that by almost the length of the start-finish straight. But those wins by the world champions do not affect the standings. This is a domestic series. Hegarty, by dint of the fact he finished runner-up yesterday, scored 25 points. He now leads Roger Lovelock by 20 at the top of the table. Mark Edwards has a broken leg due to a motocross accident, so he won't improve on 160. Chapler then has the chance of a lifetime to leapfrog Edwards here up to third. Andy Peach moving forward. Ben Holland starts from the back of the grid. Tony Brown, Ashley Hawes there in a strong position. But I hope that James, sitting alongside me, has got the updated standings, because there was some mathematics incorrect yesterday because they awarded points to the world champions. That doesn't count. So this is the true situation now with the standings.
Yeah, I had that one. I've got that one.
Have you got that one? Have you got 25 there? No, you haven't.
Nope, sorry.
That's the one you need.
You're right.
That's the one you need. So there's the grid. Birchall's on pole position, lining up alongside Hegarty and Neve. Then Peach, then Pavarinta, who came through, the 4 times world champion. Lovelock, runner-up in the championship at the moment, is there 5th. Then Horsepole, not Napton. That is actually Jimmy Connell in there with him. So young James Connell is doing the business all the way from Scotland. Chapler, Farrance, Brown and Hawes, 7th and 8th as they line up. So it's going to be a very, very short, sharp 8-lap dash. Hope you've got rid of that old piece of paper, James.
That's it, it's gone.
Here we have Sunlight then, a good grid. Ben Holland, watch for the yellow and black Finning Cat Kawasaki. You can see it right in the back of your picture, lining up on the back of the grid. The conditions, mate, couldn't be better, could
not be better. Not much wind, it's not too warm, really bright, superb.
And what a spectacle we have. A green flag at the back. 2.5 miles a lap, 8 laps of it. So that's a fair old distance, but it's a sprint race by comparison to what the Birchalls are used to doing in World Championship. Winners of the last 2 races in Oschersleben. But the 2014 World Championship already sewn up by Tim Reeves, not here. But Birchalls from pole position, leaping into the front. But keep an eye on the outfit that's slotted into 4th place. Pekka Pavarinta and Timo Kartiala from Finland, making their first appearance here since 2008, and that year they won the world title.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that and not me. I wasn't even going to attempt those names, Barry.
Well, here we go. I saw Ben Holland moving through. He's already mid-pack, the yellow and black Finning Cat Kawasaki from the back of the grid. But Birchall from Hegarty, then it's Lovelock, then it's Pavarinta right with him, then it's Horsepole and Jimmy Connell.
Yeah, sweet move down, crane and into the old hairpin by Hegarty to Hegarty to get under Lovelock. It was a really nice move, that.
What is interesting as well, James, with the sidecars, you know, when they get to Coppice, they almost treat it as one bend and not the double apex that the solos do. It's one massive sweep.
Yeah, especially on the right-handers, these guys have a lot more grip than the solos, a lot more rubber on the ground, obviously 3 wheels, and a lot wider wheels as well.
Well, this is the battle for the championship. The gap between them on the track, 2 lengths. The gap between them in the standings, 20 points. Disregard the man at the front. You can't really, because they're such a class act, Ben and Tom Birchall, but they're not going to score championship points in this race. The rules exclude them from scoring regular points. In 4th place, Pekka Pavarinta, number 144, was learning the track yesterday, and he's going to have a look at the inside to go for 3rd place. He won't take points off Lovelock, but he'll take his podium place, that's for sure.
And I think he got through, actually. He certainly got a good launch under the start and finish straight out of Goddard, did the Finn.
It's such a shame we don't have Tim Reeves here, because I'd already written the press release, 10 years of world champions at Donington Park, and Tim, sadly, has seen fit. He's got his engine out as well, so the bike's undergoing some surgery. But we do have 2 of the last World Championship winners over the last 10 years. Ben and Tom Birchall at the front, and this man, number 144, Pekka Pavarinta, Timo Kartiala, who came in their van all the way from Finland. There they are. There's Pekka. Lovelock on the Driver Wolf BMW, the green and orange bike, has got to stay close to Hegarty, and he seems to be. And James, there was most amazing thing in qualifying. Lovelock lost his rear sprocket, which cartwheeled down the track and collected 2 outfits.
Yeah, you won't want to lose your rear sprocket. You don't go very far after that drops off.
You wouldn't want to hit a flying rear sprocket.
No, it's true. No, aluminium, but still at that kind of speed, it'll do a lot of damage.
It certainly would. But fortunately, no damage done and nobody hurt. But Hegarty, remember, back at Thruxton, these 2 had an almighty coming together. They're now the best of buddies. But Ben and Tom Birchall on the Mitchells of Mansfield Suzuki out in front, and Lovelock having a good look at the Melbourne hairpin, seeing if he can squeeze his way through. There's no history between them, but there's certainly rivalry.
Absolutely, that's the whole point of the race in that.
Lovelock's got a dilemma here, though, James, I suspect, because while he's looking for a way past Hegarty, he's also got Pavarinta.
Yeah.
Got to deal with that.
He has, and it can affect your line. You know, you don't want to leave somebody lots of room to get past and give him an easy time, but all the time you're trying to get in front of the guy in front of you. So, yeah, it's not easy when you've got pressure.
Sean Hegarty, James Neave, number 33 on the Hegarty Racing Suzuki. And I can tell you, they're not the fastest through the speed trap. Some of these bikes are doing 150 miles an hour. There's a hand in the air and a retirement. Don't know who that is. Is that Ian Guy? Looks like, can't quite see who that is.
They're stuck in the tyre maze there.
Obviously not very, very happy about it. Oh, it is. It's Ian Guy and Ben Ransley. Ian Guy and Ben Ransley were fiddling with their bike in pit lane before the off, so technically they've had a problem.
Fiddling with the bike. Working on the setup, Barry.
That's a technical term. Technical term, fiddling with the bike. Almost the length of the Dunlop straight now, the Birchalls lead. But this is the battle behind. Hegarty has broken the toe. It's now the scrap between the 2 BMWs and another BMW. It's going to be 3 BMWs. Andy Peach on the black one there. Craig Chaplow fighting off a determined challenge from Horsepole. Chaplow 4th in the championship, and with no Mark Edwards riding this weekend, needs good points to go 3rd.
Yeah, exactly. And if you hear these outfits kind of, it sounds like clutch slip. You hear the engines revving up out the corners. It's not, it's actually a wheel spin. Unless the passenger is really quick getting all his weight over that driving right-hand rear wheel, they just spin. They've so much power, getting up for sort of 200 horsepower. These things just spin. They haven't as much weight on the wheels as the Solos have.
Pavarinta on the outside at Redgate. Lovelock has got the racing line, but is he going to keep it tight? Well, he has to keep it tight. The back end broke traction just a little bit then as Lovelock threw it in, but he knows he has got a class act. Not behind for him. Nothing do you win the championship 4 times.
No, you don't. And the problem for Pavarinta is the fact that the track is essentially a lot narrower for these things. It's a lot more difficult to find room to overtake. About twice the width, obviously, as a Solo.
Lovelock and Pavarinta, mind you, while they're scrapping, Andy Peach is bringing the L&W Contractors BMW up to play as well. The all-black, sinister-looking all-black outfit.
Sinister.
It's a scary-looking thing, isn't it?
I don't know, it looks like the old JPS Norns used to do. I quite like it. A little bit of gold trim in there.
It certainly is smart. Yeah, looking very, very good indeed. them were the days, lad. Them were the days.
Aye.
Yep. Here we go then. Pavarinta, Lovelock still ahead of him. Hegarty now away, 2.5 seconds clear of Lovelock in second place, and he will get the 25 points because the race leader does not collect points. Peach is closing. Peach is really closing on the back of Pavarinta. Tell you what, James, put yourself in Andy Peach's position. He's ridden in Grand Prix, but ahead of him is one of the best in the world. What's he thinking?
Yeah, well, he's thinking that today he's probably got the pace over him. You know, he's caught him from probably 2 or 3 seconds behind. He's now almost right behind him, and he'll be planning where he's going to get past. Not probably just yet, but he'll be thinking, this could be a move by the Finn now. I think he's got a quick bike as a finished driver.
He has, yeah, and Lovelock has had to give second best at Redgate.
There's something wrong with Lovelock. That's why the...
Oh dear, Roger Lovelock, Aki Alto, retiring at Redgate.
Yeah, that's why there looked to be so much difference in the speed of the bikes.
Dear, oh dear, Aki Alto, absolutely distraught with that. So
yeah, a lot of smoke coming out of the thing. That's a big engine blow up, I would have thought, by the look of it.
What a shame. So the Lovelock-Aki Alto pairing, their race is over, and they needed the points. That leaves Sean Hegarty away then on a 25 points. So the gap is going to be, if he stays where he is, 45 points at the end of this. Came in on 258, Lovelock at 238. He's not going to improve on that. That's Rupert Archer and Shelley Smithers out of the running, the number 70 outfit. So they're falling here. Birchall's 133.472. Yesterday they did a 134, which in itself was a new record.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
They're on it. They are really on it. 133.472. A stunning lap record here for the Birchall brothers. Certainly giving us a demonstration in F1 sidecar racing. It's just such a pity that Tim Reeves and Gregory Clues are not here to throw into the mix, because we would have a really strong scrap at the front if Tim Reeves were here. Well, maybe we'll see Tim and Gregory out before the end of the season. If you're watching this at home, boys, wish you were here. Chaplow with Horsepole. Chaplow has had an absolutely fantastic, there you can see it, the battle for 5th. Chaplow is in touch with 5th place. He's in 5th place with Patrick Farrance. But Gary Horsepole has clicked with Jimmy Connell, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's amazing, you know, a good passenger does so much more work than what you think, and they're really sought after. You see the good passengers are kind of poached, if you like, you know, they get nicked by the best drivers, eh?
Another retirement, so it's nil point this weekend for Ben Holland and Lee Watson, who was engaged just yesterday to his new fiancée. I can tell you, it is about passenger ability, but it's an awful lot about confidence too.
Yeah, of course it is. All bike racing is about confidence to a great degree.
You get a bloke on there who you can trust, you know what he's doing.
Yeah, but also it's about putting your weight in the right place, getting tucked in. You see you've got to get out of slipstream, make the thing go that little bit quicker down the straights. Then as the driver brakes, the passenger's got to get all his weight over that sidecar wheel, stop it tipping up, then swap across and keep his weight over the back of that bike to get it to grip out the fog. Yes, there's lots and lots and lots going on. It's all about timing with these boys.
Well, this is where the scrap is on the final lap here, and Chaplow has just got to keep that bike ahead of Horsepole, because Horsepole is a threat, and Chaplow's also minimised the damage of Andy Peach, who is in 4th place. Collect 4th place, Andy Peach, on the podium yesterday, not to be today though. And this is it, over the line they go. Birchall's taking it, down they go. One more lap then to go. Chaplow ahead of Gary Horsepole and James Connell. Well, what do you think, James? I think the world champions have delivered, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's an impressive looking team, you know, the Birchalls as well. I've seen them in the Isle of Man and spent a little bit of time with them over there, and yeah, the Mansfield boys have a really slick, professional looking outfit.
Tim and Gregory Clues, Tim Reeves, Gregory Clues lifting the title for 2014. A couple of weeks ago, Oschersleben, so they are already 5 times world champions. But I'm really impressed with the way Gary Horsepole is riding on an ex-Tim Reeves bike as well. That was Tim Reeves' 2013 setup. The Suzuki engines, the whole lot, and he's bought it. But look at these boys. on the K12 Suzuki. Mitchells of Mansfield very much behind this pair, and they're in a rich vein of form. Let me just tell you quickly, had a quick beer with a marshal last night who dragged Ben Birchall out of the wall at Black Dub.
At the Alamant,
and Ben said to him, "You can have my trophy, mate, from yesterday." What a lovely gesture.
Yep, of course, yep.
Okay, they're coming now. Hegarty, he's got second. Pavarinta had closed down. Here's Peach for fourth. Andy Peach, Charlie Richardson. So Pavarinta, Cartiala.
Here's the big battle, look.
There's the big battle. This is Horsepole trying to go around the outside. Chaplin and Horsepole sprinting for the line. Who's going to get it?
Did he?
Kawasaki players. Oh, I think Horsepole got that by. And that,
he didn't.
He didn't.
Chaplin got it.
One-tenth of a second. That's how close it was. Chaplin fought him off. He needed to do that. Horsepole, a great race. Hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. 8 laps here in the sunshine, but worthy winners. Double victory here at Donington Park, and a new lap record to boot for Ben and Tom Birchall. The Mitchells of Mansfield Suzuki looking pristine in the sunshine. What a result for the Birchall boys. A wonderful gesture here from Tom Birchall, and this is what I was referring to. They are so in awe and respect of the marshals that they're determined they are going to have that trophy. The marshals are the guys who pulled Ben and Tom Birchall out of the wall in the Isle of Man TT when Ben injured his right hand very severely. Now, not easy for these marshals to identify which one it was, but I think it's fair to say the race-safe marshals represented by everybody here in an orange set of overalls, and what a sterling job they do for motorcycle racing around the UK. Ben and Tom Birchall then fully appreciative, donating their trophy to the marshals. Confirmation of that win by 7.3 seconds from Sean Hegarty. Pekka Pavarinta, Timo Cartiala are there in third on the podium. Andy Peach, more solid points from Chaplow, and Chaplow needed to stay in touch with Peach. He's the big threat to his fourth in the standings. Horsepole, another great ride. What a weekend that pair have had. Jimmy Connell, not Paul Napton in Horsepole's chair. Stevens and Charwood strong again. Kershaw, ever consistent. Steve Kershaw, Rob Wilson, Tony Brown, Ashley Hawes have done better, in fairness. John Holden, Andy Weekle there in 10th for 6 points. Ian Drown, Ken Edwards, always solid. Ian Drown up from the West Country. We saw Simon Gilbert on the grass. He obviously recovered. He got 12th. Kees Kentrop and Eric Verhagen, Jeffrey Verhagen from the Netherlands, Dutch champions. More points for them. Roger Body and Rod Robinson, Helen Dealey. What's that done? Well, my guess is it's going to be something like 48 points, or 45 points. The gap now. Hegarty leads Lovelock because Lovelock had that retirement. Edwards now, Chaplow breathing down his neck, just 1 point behind. So Chaplow looking to go third here. That will almost certainly happen next time we see the sidecars in Assen. Andy Peach getting stronger. Tony Brown needs to pick up some more. Ben Holland still on 1-1-1, slipping backwards almost into the clutches of Ricky Stevens. Kershaw in the top 10. Bygrave and Sharp crashed heavily yesterday, but both lads are well. Horsepole stronger. Moving on from Holden, Gilbert, Ian Drown, Grab Muller still not riding. Haven't seen him yet. From Barry James, who retired yesterday as well.
Victory in the sidecar race then for the Birchall brothers. Boys, that was never in doubt, was it?
I don't know. I don't like to say anything too much, you know, that way on. It's just great to be here, you know, and thanks to organisers for letting us come. And you know, I hope everybody's enjoyed seeing it. We certainly enjoyed riding it. I love this place, Donington. It's local for us and great for our local sponsors. So yeah, perfect. Just explain the gesture to the marshals there on the cool-down lap as well.
Chap come to us last night because at the TT we had a crash. We were quite injured at the Black Dub. Ben's still suffering from the injury, to be honest. But one of the marshals, he came to us last night and he said, I bet you don't recognise me, do you? We said, no. He said, well, I picked you up off of the road. So we had a beer with him and just had a chat, you know, had some time with him. And Ben offered him his trophy, but bless him, you know, he's got such a good heart, he won't take it. So we thought we'll get it to him one way or another. But that's just a thanks to all marshals, really, and, you know, all the staff that help run these races, because, you know, without them it wouldn't happen.
Wonderful gesture and a wonderful performance again from you boys. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Well, from pole position, the Birchall boys really set about winning this one. They've had a fantastic weekend, 2 flawless wins. Hegarty and Lovelock, though, the green and orange and the yellow and purple outfit is where the battle for the British Eastern Airways Championship lay, and they really got stuck in. It was almost, I won't say insignificant, because it was a stunning win, but these guys didn't figure in the points, but these did. Behind them, though, Pekka Pavarinta on the number 144 outfit closed down Lovelock. BMW was fighting BMW with Andy Peach closing behind. Eventually, Pavarinta, after several dummy moves, made it stick on the left-hand side heading down to Redgate. Lovelock almost appeared to slow. My co-commentator James Whittam said it looks as though he might have something wrong, and within seconds he'd retired, the hammers in the air, and he was off the track. So that was a perfect spot by Mr. Whittam. Lovelock was out of it. Pavarinta was on the podium. And what a result for the Flying Finn. Hasn't been here to Donington since 2008. Hegarty got second, picked up 25 points maximum, and stretched his gap to 45 points. Birchall's, though, the winner. Podium in the sunlight here, and much appreciated Pekka Pavarinta going up there to take the 3rd place spot. He'll be absolutely thrilled. In fairness to them, the Finns have not been riding for half the season. They came back halfway through, so they're still learning the BMW, and they are still learning to ride together, because they're reunited after something like 4 years. Pavarinta's most recent World Championships were one with Adolf Hani, a veteran passenger who actually financed the outfit. So when the passenger leaves and takes the budget with him, that gives you a problem. Anyway, there we have it. Top step of the podium for the Birchalls, and the silverware being duly awarded, and presumably we're going to have some champagne. And knowing the Sidecar boys, they won't spray it, they'll drink it. Hegarty and Neve in the yellow. Eastern Airways British F1 Sidecar Championship leaders. And what a great result they've had today. Double victory in the class, outright double victory, Ben and Tom Birchall, and they are indeed spraying the champagne.
Always great action in the sidecars. We're back to 2 wheels only, though, after the break, with the youngsters in the Motorstar British Championship. That's after the break.